Supermini 1, let's set the stage.
Coming into Moto 3, it's Jackson Vick 2-1, Cooper Johnson 1-4, Maddox Temmerman 6-2, Supermini 1. Final Moto on the line, 3,100 points up for grabs.
Great call there, making sure we don't miss the gate drop as they head into turn 1. A little bit of chaos going, but it's going to be that Vick out front. How about it? The big 7-0 leads the way. Jackson Vick in this title fight as well, coming in with a 2-1 in control of the chase. And wait a second, White Fender now out front. That's going to be Graves on the 31 ride. So Easton Graves, we talked about it, a 5-3 coming into this. Don't count him out yet.
Yeah, this is a moto that he had the infamous penalty, I believe. Easton Graves has been winning some motos here, but had a jump on a flag and had a 5-position penalty there, so that's why Easton has the 5.
Yeah, tough break there for Graves, who did a good job of handling that kind of adversity. Easy to let that get you off your game, but said, hey, I'm going to just go back to work, focus on what I can do, and go back to trying to beat the rest of the field. As right now, Vick in control of the title, looking at a potential 2-1-2. It's the 44 ride, sitting in the number 2 overall spot, Cooper Johnson. And then can't forget about the 31 of Graves, who could be looking at an overall podium, Wes.
Well, Johnson, I talked to him earlier. He says, I got to win. I mean, Cooper Johnson, I'm like, what are you going to do? He's like, I have to win. Got to go. But that's easier said than done with Graves. Well, 6-3-1. Yep. Jackson Vick, 2-1-2.
This was a moto where he got the penalty.
Yeah. So it's what Johnson needed to do. Instead of having a 4, he needed to have a 1 and then a 1 or a 1 and a 2, and then that would have set him up. So right now, that's an 8. He's got to work. He's got work to do. He's got to actually outrun Jackson Vick.
It's gonna be hard to do. As now we look at the 31 going by the billboard. Here we go. Got some pressure on Vick. Vick kind of blows the foot off there.
Yeah, well, he's going to need about a couple of guys to get between. If he gets around Vick, he's going to have some help. Vick's going to have to finish out of the top 5.
Well, a lot of races left, and it can happen on a track this gnarly.
Shaking and baking
when they're pushing the limits. So here we go.
Wow, look at that slingshot engage. Cooper Johnson came from all the way to the far right-hand side of the track, right back to the rear wheel of Jackson Vick. Now he's swinging wide once again. And Johnson, one of those riders, you see him on a Supermini, you see him on a 125. He comes to some GNCCs. This kid is comfortable in all kinds of conditions.
Yeah. Going around the outside, a little different line here. And going to put him on the inside the next corner. The twisties, not quite in position.
I got the door slammed on him there. Vick is no stranger. He's cool and collective, as cool as a cucumber out there. He's not feeling pressure right now. He's going to hold fast. Cooper Johnson training down there, great court at Jessica Patterson's 101, and let's see what he's got.
Yeah, Cooper Johnson in pursuit right now. Just got announced.
Whoa!
Wait a second.
2.5. It was 2.5 jumps coming out of the Storyland, that triple.
You jumped them all.
Jackson Vick.
This is where you got a hammer right now.
Johnson pulling up alongside, doing a good job of not following, just to the left or to the right. And you can see the berm from that inside line has basically pushed all the way to the wall.
I mean, they've been cross-training a lot with Cooper Johnson. Not only outdoors, they've been taking him arena cross racing. They've been taking him GNC racing. They are training him in all disciplines out there. He's got to get around Jackson Vick, and he needs a little help.
Yeah, and Johnson been riding the 125 a lot. Actually just got chosen last night to represent the USA at that Yamaha World Super Finale in the 125 class. So
defend the title that he won at Ironman.
So he's got, I call it the flickability here on the Supermini. He's able to put that thing where he wants, manhandle it here, and now he's trying to manhandle it right past Jackson Vick.
Well, here he goes out there.
Vick wants to smoke, though. He has responded to the pressure, opened it back up a couple of bike lanes.
Vick's a veteran.
Yes.
He's one of those veterans like Easton Graves. You got the cream of the crop out here. All these riders are able to win at any given moment, but the cream has risen to the top. You've got Easton Graves out front.
Yeah, to your point, Vick ain't a victim. We'll put it like that. You want to fight, he's going to put up a fight.
He's got
absolutely.
Sleeves go up. I don't know if Cooper Johnson keeps going wide. You keep after lap after lap, you keep giving up ground that you need to make up.
Well, he's carrying a ton of momentum, and he's able to do a couple of those triples through the commandments, but I see your point there, Wes. It's really not gaining him anything.
No.
And if it goes wrong, it'll cost him big time.
You got to change up now. That didn't work twice. What are we going to do next time?
Back in the storyline they go. K-Dub, what are you seeing?
I'm seeing Vic just fighting for everything he has right now. He understands what's on the line. The 44, Johnson's behind him. He knows that I don't know what he knows. Heck, the last moto, we just found out that the pit board may have had a wrong message on it. So we don't know if he knows what he needs right now, but he is certainly keeping his head down. Wants to hang on to the back of Easton Graves, but he can't get focused on the 44 too much.
Nah, they're running a 1.59, both of those riders out there. Graves a couple of seconds ahead. He's doing his job. He's out there winning a moto, and that's what he's hired to do. But these two guys here are dicing it out. Could have been a little crazy there for Vic. It looks like he jumped out of that rut. He's able to keep the bike under him. Here comes Cooper Johnson one more time in the sand wash.
Sends it sky high and right back to the center of the Thor sand sweeper he goes. Foot on the peg, foot off the pegs. Throttle's pinned either way as Johnson trying to catch back up to Vic, who had opened it back up a little bit.
Johnson keeps opening the track, making it wider and wider, but the line that Vic is taking is keeping him down just a little bit, so Johnson's going to have to close the track up a little bit, it seems. Go for line for line. There he is on the outside.
That's a new line. He hasn't ridden that one yet. Good momentum, but he went the long way around.
Long way around.
I had to pull a tear off here on Flow Racing. Roosting the camera as Johnson looking for any smooth real estate anywhere he can go that the 70 is not. As that, he takes your advice there, Wes. He cut it back underneath, follows Vic there.
He's going to have to stay line for line. Drop in there right now. You're giving up a lot of real estate, and then you got to try to make it up.
He normally comes out of this line pretty well, though, Wes Kane. Yeah. After they get to the twisties, he's going to work this outside here. That's going to put him on the inside of the next corner.
But Vic's already there.
Yeah, well, he's not going to pass him following, so he's just doing what he can.
But he's right. Not following him if he's...
Oh, no, a stall. I know, like a misgear. I think he hit like a false neutral.
Neutral, yep.
Come on, Cooper Johnson, let's go.
Look at this, another battle as Tace Morgan on the Yamaha dealing with Timmerman as well. Morgan, haven't talked about him as much as we'd like to so far this week. A 4 and a 5 coming into this one, but this Altus Yamaha rider knows how to get the job done as well. But Timmerman made relatively quick work. Let's see what Tace can do.
Tace is on the hunt right now.
Yep.
Timmerman not safe. You got Tace Morgan back there, a well-rounded, crafted Supermini rider out of Florida. Here he goes.
Maddox Timmerman, a 6'2", coming into this one. 8 points for him and 9 points for Tace Morgan. So these boys battling on track and could be looking at an overall picture as well. Morgan in the 5th place spot and Timmerman in the 4th overall position, tied on 14 points as well. So this is a bigger battle than just what we're seeing here at the moment.
12 minutes to go in this one, 12 and a half minutes, an eternity here. Graves out front, Vic in 2nd, Cooper Johnson in 3rd.
Watching the 35 go a little bit wide and deal with
Elliott Boucher.
Yep. And Leva on the 17 applying pressure there as well.
Vic matched the same lap time as Graves, a 1.58 and a 1.58. Johnson with that little bit of miscue. Almost a stall, drops back to a 2:01. He's got to regroup. He's got to roll up on him and go back at him again.
Yep, and that's easier said than done. Absolutely. A little bit of frustration there. All that time it took to make a bike link or 2 up, and it disappears in a matter of seconds. So we'll see if Johnson can keep the mental side clear as these guys side by side over the tunnel of love. The 82 of Madsen, I believe. A 2:05.6 on that last lap, dealing with the 29 of Greglow. There they go out there. Greglow went wide. He cuts back underneath. Going to run the far right-hand side.
Here we go through the woods. Now those riders going to make that left-hander into that long, short chute. 2 wide, 4 riders in your view right there. Who's going to be Sacre?
It's anybody's guess, Wes, at this point. Just when you think some rider's starting to charge forward, he falls back, has a simple little mistake. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 riders in the 10 Commandments at the same time. Boucher, Greglow, Madsen, Thompson, and Leba, the end of your top 10 as we are watching the 29 Greglow in the number 7 spot. But for how long? Might get shuffled back to 8 for Madsen.
All right, well, here we go. Steady at it.
Quick little move up the inside. The 29 trying to take the short way around. In theory, it's the right thing to do, but we've seen how brutal these inside ruts have gotten. Several hooks in them available as well. And on these super minis, you can kind of drop down in there, Wes, and it'll steal all the momentum right away from you.
Steal ya. Got to have them Dunlops and dig your way out of there.
Quit slipping.
Get gripping. There it is. Don't get sucked down in that inside rut where they, in the Bermuda Triangle, there's an 87 Cadillac hiding down in there. Went in there one afternoon. They still haven't found.
Don't want nothing to do with that.
No, get out of there.
Well, who's Cadillacing right now is Easton Graves out front. Another sub 2-minute lap time is a 1:59 almost flat. 1:57.6 is fastest of the Moto.
Very
Graves,
consistent.
yeah,
Very
he's
consistent.
settling in.
Yeah, he and Timmerman, the only two sub 2-minute lap times. Vic has Johnson in the rearview by about 3 seconds. But it's going to take more than that for Johnson to get this overall as Jackson Vic is in the driver's seat.
Graves, Vic, Johnson, 1, 2, and 3, 5 laps completed out here. 9 minutes and a half still to go. That is an eternity here. I want to see if Cooper Johnson's able to roll up on Vic again.
There's Easton Graves. Haven't talked about him much because he's got about a 5-second lead and kind of been all alone. But I know he loves that, the 31.
Just doing his job out there.
Nice.
They hired him to do that. He's doing what they hired him for. Monster Mike got to be pretty pumped about this kid's performance. Nod as he eats Doritos. Yes. Never talks with his mouth full. He got brought up properly by his mom.
All right, boys.
Just a head nod.
Hey, y'all check out that third and second place position. It's back down to sub 2 seconds. Yep, 1.8 to be exact as the Yamaha of Johnson on a roll right now.
That's what we wanted to see, Zach. We wanted to see if Cooper could recollect himself and go after Vic. Here they are. They're going to buzz the tower. We got the monster live drone on a Monster Nick out there on the controls.
Yep, we see Graves getting ready to put another lap in the books, but just behind them is where the battle is at, is Vic tries to fight off Johnson, and that's one of those scenarios where the lap times doesn't really show what your eyes are seeing, is it looks like it is less than 2 seconds and less than 1.8 now as well. Yeah, that's right, it's 1.73 is Johnson, the 1:58 fastest rider. No, take that back. Timmerman actually even a tenth faster than Johnson.
That's Johnson's fastest lap of the race.
A 1:58.8. Drop that hammer.
Needed maybe the little bobble, get him truly fired up, is now a chip on the shoulder, and Vic in the sights.
You know, when you talk to him down at 101, you talk to JP Money, and she says Cooper Johnson just has something, and that's what they found at GNCC. He has something about 4 laps to go. Yep. It's a whole nother level out there.
Well, and this size machine is just what he rides in GNCC. They're riding for a minimum hour and a half. That's their race time off-road. He takes this kind of intensity to a 20-minute moto here at the ranch. We'll see what he's able to do with it. He's showing right now still got plenty of gas left in the tank with just about 7 minutes to go.
There you go. Change that line. That was a great methodical move around that lapper. And now we start to see Vic again. They head into Storyland, and now he's starting to drop the hammer. Cooper Johnson is rolling up back on Vic with a 1:58. Vic has 2 flat. Graves 2 flat. Again, let's see what Johnson can do if he's regrouped enough to try to put another charge on Jackson Vic.
Well, and Kato, we talk about at this point in the day, just past 5 o'clock in the afternoon, it's really easy to override this track as well. You got to be able to take only what it'll give you.
Yeah, they're dealing with obviously a rough track. Now the shadows are coming into play. This track is always beat up, but it's never more rough than it is in its 5 o'clock hour. And look, we're hyping it up. We want to see Johnson go for it, but Vic needs to realize that ultimately it doesn't matter.
No, it's going to be what it is. Vic has a 5 total score, and Johnson in second has 8. So what would have to happen?
Well, you add 1 to Vic, that brings him to 6, and then Johnson's going to go to 7, so he's going to be 1 point behind. But
he would need...
I said 7-6 or 6-7?
Yeah, well, now you said them both.
Johnson would need something catastrophic to happen to Vic, and then maybe a couple of riders get in between them. That would give him what he needed, but I don't see that happening.
Right now, Vic just needs to lock in and ride his laps and try to hit his marks.
That scenario right there about me going and buying $100 worth of raffle tickets and hoping I'm going to hit the lottery, it's not going to happen.
Taking a look at backside of the top 10, Madsen, Thompson, Leyva, looking like that is Shoma Nagasawa just outside of the top 10 as well, trying to get the best moto of the week so far. As Vic, just like you said, Kato, he's maintaining this pressure, though. He's not riding over his head. Seems like the laps that he's turning in consistently are enough to keep Johnson in bay so far.
Yeah, Vic's a gamer. Both of those riders right there, you can't take nothing from them. You start throwing Easton Graves in a category and you just start rolling it down to about all the way down to the bottom. Any of these riders in their own discipline, their own area, their own regional are very, very dangerous when they come up on the starting gate.
Just like you said, Easton Graves kind of quietly handling business at the front of the pack. And a 159.7, I still don't believe is even close to 100% for the 31 as far as intensity goes.
Yeah.
And got to wonder that about Vic as well. Is he just hitting his marks, trying to bring things home? Could he step it up more if Johnson did close the gap up?
20 miles of bad road. Here comes Jackson Vic, the number 70 ride. The weight of a championship on his shoulders right now. He seems to be carrying it very well, but it would be nice to see Cooper Johnson roll up in there. Look at there.
This is crazy because Johnson had one of his best laps the previous lap. That's when he turned his 58.1. Then he goes to a 2:01, and now it looks like he's going to have another hot lap here. If he just gets some consistency.
Look out. Here we go. Johnson with 4 minutes to go. A breath of life. Oh, what happened?
Oh, he stalled.
Oh,
no.
The Bermuda Triangle.
Strikes again. It's
This could be
70.
it. It could be Johnson's title.
It comes to
What
a
in the
stop.
world?
What has happened to Jackson Vic? As it seems like the machine has become lifeless.
What?
The goggles come off.
The Bermuda
Absolute
Triangle.
heartbreak.
The flags are still flying.
And
Man,
that's what we're talking about. And
devastating.
I'm buying lottery tickets tonight.
That's
Because we said
insane.
that scenario was going to happen where Vic, something catastrophic, and then riders didn't get in between, and Vic, oh my.
Wow, absolute heartbreak for Jackson Vic after a perfect third moto thus far. Grabs
comes
the whole
Timmerman,
time. And you
Morgan.
look back, Johnson's
There
like,
it is right
"What,
there."
Did that really just happen? Wait a second. Am I really in a chance to win this title now?
I can't.
He is looking
not
all
believe it.
around.
Yeah, he's like, wait a minute. Is Jackson Vic supposed to be coming after me?
He looked to his left down the long short chute. He
Oh,
looked to
my
his right
gosh.
going into the Ten Commandments. He's like, where is Vic? Oh my gosh. And
Graves is going to win this. Right now, we got 3 minutes to go. Cooper Johnson, now the title is on your shoulders. Can you hang on to it?
You said it, so whoever's the dream for one, it's a nightmare for the other. And unfortunately for Jackson Vic,
In the world that we
absolute
just
heartbeat. That was great. I mean, we
I
all
was talking
stood
crazy
to our
smack.
feet.
Even Meg looked at me. He goes, "There's no way Jackson Vic's something's going to happen, and 4 or 5 riders going to get in between them." And it happened.
Well, and that's the thing. Not anything Jackson Vic could have done about
Whoa,
it.
nothing.
Perfect race up until then. Johnson skies it out into the 20 miles of bad road. And at this point, he's got to be just don't mess
So
up.
what do
Just
you
hang
tell
on.
it? On the board over there is going to be you got to just maintain your composure. Do not throw this away. You've got the points. Now, if something happens to
Vic.
If something happens to
Johnson.
Yeah.
there's only 3 points
Johnson.
right there.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
Johnson's got to be gingerly. Walk on those tiptoes right now.
Boy,
Say a couple Hail Marys underneath that helmet.
Look in the drone right there. The quad is pulling Vic back to the mechanics there.
Oh, no.
Break there. That thing did not refire. White flag is
white
flying.
flag for Johnson. The dog
Now,
days of summer.
You know Johnson saw that.
Yeah.
Johnson definitely saw that when he went through the Bermuda Triangle. He looked over and saw the 70 getting towed off.
JP Money has got to be so excited. Jessica Patterson, 101 over at Great Court, South Carolina. They are excited right now. They got Cooper Johnson with a possible championship. Hannah Jamison sitting over there with a 1-1. She's yet to go. And whoever else is out there, that would be a feather in the 101 next level training facility for a couple of titles to leave Loretta Lynn's and head back to Great Court, South Carolina. There's the man of the hour, the Moto winner.
Well, and it just goes to show, Wes, you've got to focus on being the best you. Easton Graves having a solid ride, but an unfortunate mental lapse caused him to be penalized there in Moto number 1. Vic doing everything right, some bad luck on his side, ends up stealing the Moto win away, whereas Johnson not overriding, not getting over the head, not forcing any mistakes, sitting now in a potential championship position here in the end of the third Moto.
Unbelievable chain of events here.
That's going to be Timmerman right behind him. Yeah, so
this is the irony of Loretta Lynn's at its fullest right there in that Bermuda Triangle.
strikes again.
Somebody needs to go over there and put some holy water down over there or something. I've seen it over and over again. Why is it always there?
And another look back there from Cooper Johnson going, wait a second, is that Timmerman? Yes, it is. How hard will Johnson put up a fight as Graves gets ready to buzz by us in the tower for the final time? got to think, asking what could have happened, but ending things with an exclamation point. As Timmerman trying to make an exclamation point as well.
No, you got to keep going, Cooper Johnson. You got to keep going.
Buzzes us in the tower. Salute to U.S. Kane. Back in, dancing around on the Blue Crew machine.
Oh, boy. He up. Cooper
Turns
Johnson.
away. Turns it into one. Easton Graves going to grab the third moto win. A small fist pump, but how about it? The final few laps, and all it takes is a second place in Moto 3, and Cooper Johnson going to walk away your champ here in Supermini 12-15. What a performance from the 44 of Cooper Johnson.
You know, they sent me a picture of Cooper Johnson just a little bit ago. He was sleeping, and Eddie sent me a picture, and he says, he's sleeping. He's going to wake up, and he's either going to be a champ at the end of the day, or he is not.
Well, champ
And
he is.
guess what? That little extra nap, he was hey, they put him in there with his blanket about noontime, put him in there with his whoopee, his little
We don't
bear,
need to hear about the
and went in there, and there he is.
Here we go. Easton Graves gets the job done in this moto. Cooper Johnson, Maddox Timmerman, Tace Morgan fight for a fourth place finish. Elliott Bowser rounds out that top five. Brayton Craiglow, Race Matson, Mateos Thompson, Shoma Nagasawa finishing up inside the top 10 there, and Brecken Moss rounding out your top 10 in moto number 3. The overall picture breaks down like this. Johnson hangs on with a 1-4-2. Easton Graves, a 6-3-1 for second overall, and an 8-2-3 for Maddox Timmerman rounds out your overall top 3. Morgan, Craiglow, Matson, and Thompson finishing up just behind him in the overall picture. Wes Kane, it was a wild one.
It was a wild one right there. There's your whole shot coming from Jackson Vitt, and making quick work was 31 of Easton Graves. Cooper Johnson and Jackson Vick having about a 5-lap battle right there. Finally, Vick was able to shake him, and then Johnson started reeling him in, but that could have been the bike slowing. And here they go into
A little bit of a stall.
bobble right there, and we thought
And he could have thrown it away right there.
Could have thrown it away.
Given it up, could have let that completely
no, he
unravel.
never lifted, and there's Vic right there coming around, and Vic, and right in the Bermuda Triangle, it's like, what just happened? Johnson not knowing if he's a title winner, but there is the final lap. Easton Graves takes the moto win, he gets the gold, but that man right there, Cooper Johnson, has won the war, a Supermini champion. There they are. Jessica Patterson, there's Hannah Jameson, all the crew from the 101 Next Level. Big Ron Johnson over there. There's JP Money. That's her guy right there. And hats off to you, JP Money. You did it. You took Tiny. You took Cooper Johnson, and you made him a winner here at the ranch.
Got to be in it to win it, and that's exactly how he got the job done. Well, man, I can't wait to hear this race breakdown from the riders actually in the battle. Let's get ready to send it down to Jason Wygant.
That's right, waiting on Easton Graves. That was a big moto win. It turned out he broke a reed in the second moto when he was in that battle for the win, was able to nurse it home for third. Almost enough for the title, not quite enough. He will finish second overall in the championship, but he ends it on top of the moto win. He definitely showed his speed this week. Let's bring Easton Graves on up. And yeah, that was heart-stopping drama there. Obviously a heartbreaker for Jackson Vick. We'll get to the title in a moment, but first let's crown a moto winner with Easton Graves. And you're gonna end up the runner-up in this championship, $500 from Flow Racing. Hold that up while everybody takes some photos. Solid run for the gold in this one. Well, Easton, no doubt about your speed. I know that second moto, it just slipped away from you, really out of your control, but what's this moto win mean at least?
It's just like the other ones. It feels good. I just got to be, if I wouldn't have had that penalty in the first one, which that's on me, I should have been more patient and cautious. But, yeah, that's on me. The second one was an engine mistake that we figured out clearly. But, yeah, it was good. Just another moto win added to my tally.
All right, that's cool. Easton, been a pretty good darn week overall, man. Who do you want to thank?
My mom, my dad, my brother, my sister, all my friends and family, my mechanic, Landon, Georgie, Rob, Brandon, Jake, all my friends and family. It's been a rough couple months coming into this. Team Husqvarna, my team manager, Darren, Jen, it's been a good run with them. It's my last mini bike race, so I'm trying to put it on for them. Fox, Ash, Strict, Guts, Bike Graphics, Dunlop, Lynx, Pro Taper, Ethica, Scott, Monster, Bell, Garmin, Bees Moto Lab, Lynx Racing, and everyone else helps me out. Thank you so much.
Moto winner, let's hear it for Easton Graves. Good job, Easton. You can keep all that, and we do need to bring the Husqvarna machine off of the podium, and we will talk to the third place finisher in the Moto and the championship first while we do the bike switch. So we'll talk bronze medal, and I believe that will also be third overall. Come on up, let's hear it for Maddox Temmerman. Here, come on out front here, Maddox. Dude, you had speed all week as well. Here, move forward so we don't want you to get hit by the bike here. Dude, this class is absolutely crazy. Happy with your speed and how you measured up. I know you probably wanted more, but you were in the battle the whole time.
Yeah, I was in the battle the whole time. That race was not very, well, it was really good once I got going, but I had a really crappy start, like 42nd the second corner at least. I made my way up the field really good though, so I'm proud of my ride.
Cool. Who do you want to thank, Maddox?
My mom, my dad, my whole family, my sister, my friends, Hoodie for cleaning my air filters, Monster Army, Fox, DRS, Mika Metals, Dunlop, and everyone else forgot. Thank you.
All right, let's hold it up and be proud. Maddox Temmerman. Look at that. All right, that was almost inevitable. We were going to lose one today. Maddox Temmerman is third overall, third in the Moto. And heart-stopping drama of the highest order here. It results in a national championship with a second place finish. Never give up, and that is the key. So we bring the trophy. Another one for Yamaha. We bring the silver medal. It is Cooper Johnson, the Supermini champion. Well, the most obvious question, as I hand him a certificate, Oakley sunglasses to a female in the family, did you even know what was going on?
No, I was kind of lost, honestly. I just had to give it my all and go to the finish. Can't quit.
When did you actually find out that this second place finish got the job done?
I was looking at the pit boards. I was looking a little bit behind me. I'm not supposed to, but I don't know. I kind of just put two and two together and then got this number one done.
Yes. Look, this class is super stacked. What kind of work did you have to put in to get to this spot?
I had to put in so much work. But before Loretta's, we didn't even know what bike I was going to ride, 125 Supermini. We came out here, just decided to do both of them, and Supermini definitely paid off.
Absolutely. All right, we're going to give you some stuff. First, I want to let you thank some people.
My mom, my dad, Jesus Christ for keeping me safe, Monster Energy, Blue Crew, Monster Mike, Monster Nick, One Industries, Rusty from Triangle Cycles, Next Level Training Facility, Jess and Eddie, PR2 Suspension, Bell Helmets, Pro Taper Bars, PR2 Suspension, Dunlop, Rob Fox, Tamer Whole Shot Devices, Factory Buoyancy, Bundy Built, Sogo Performance, Vortex Sprockets, T-Rex Throttles, ASV Inventions. Oh, I'm tired. My brother RJ, he helps me out a lot. Donnie Lewis, my dad a lot. Tamer Whole Shot Devices, Pro Taper Bars, Yamaha. A lot of help, everyone else. Thank you very, very much.
No doubt about it. We're going to bring up Chris from Flow Racing to give $1,000 to the Supermini 1 champion. Yeah, hold that up. We'll take some photos. Oh, we might already know what the answer is. Okay, $1,000. Give me an idea what you could spend some of that money on.
Chick-fil-A, of course. That's great. I don't know. Everything, dude. I don't know. I'm just going to save it, try and save it. Probably won't, but I'll try.
At least some Chick-fil-A. Maybe Chick-fil-A for the crew. Now, the big moment is the number one plate from Willie Browning from the American Motorcyclists Association as we crown him number one in Supermini. Let's hear it one more time. Cooper Johnson. All right, he can take some photos. He's going to get a trophy. He's going to get the OGO bag, the Oakley sunglasses as mentioned, and I'll give a bottle of champagne. We will celebrate, and I will send it to the tower.